Have you ever jumped into a crypto coin just because everyone else was talking about it? That feeling, that rush that makes your heart race and your hands tremble as you hit the buy button. It's not logic, it's not strategy, it's fear. The fear of missing out. And it's one of the most dangerous emotional traps in the entire crypto world. Because behind every viral success story, behind every screenshot of $500 turned into $50,000, there are thousands of silent losses. People who bought too late, held too long, and believed too much. This video isn't about hype. It's about truth. The dark, uncomfortable truth about FOMO investing in crypto and how it quietly destroys investors who never see it coming. The crypto market isn't driven by technology or even innovation. It's driven by emotion. When Bitcoin breaks an all-time high, when an altcoin starts skyrocketing, your brain doesn't stay neutral. It lights up like a slot machine. Dopamine surges through your veins. The same chemical gamblers feel when they win big. Suddenly, every chart looks like an opportunity, every tweet feels like a signal, and every delay feels like you're being left behind. You open Twitter and everyone's bragging about profits. You open Telegram and see next 100x coin posts everywhere. You scroll through TikTok and YouTube and every thumbnail screams, "Don't miss this." And deep inside, a voice whispers, "If I don't buy now, I'll regret it forever." That's how FOMO works. It doesn't push you, it seduces you. It doesn't shout, it whispers exactly what you want to hear. The FOMO trap follows a predictable pattern. It always begins with hype. Influencers start posting screenshots of profits. Coins start trending. The excitement builds, and you begin to feel like you're watching the next big thing unfold without you in it. You finally buy in, thinking you're early, thinking you're smart. But you're not early. You're entering when the insiders are already preparing their exits. Then comes the crash. The hype fades, the whales dump, and your portfolio starts bleeding red. You tell yourself it's just a correction until it's not. Then panic sets in. You sell, you swear to never fall for it again, but deep down, you know you will. Because FOMO isn't a one-time mistake. It's a cycle, a psychological loop that resets with every new trend, every new coin, every new promise of life-changing gains. But to understand how to break free from it, you first have to understand why it exists. The truth is, the crypto market is engineered to manipulate emotion. Fear and greed. Those are the two engines that power everything. Fear of missing out pushes you to buy when everyone else is buying. Fear of losing pushes you to sell when everyone else is panicking. And every time you react emotionally, someone else profits. The influencers who hype coins don't care if you lose. They've already been paid. The insiders who bought early need your money to cash out. Even the exchanges profit from your trades, win or lose. It's a psychological chessboard, and if you don't know you're playing, you're already a pawn. The dangerous truth is that FOMO investing doesn't just drain your wallet. It rewires your brain. It transforms long-term investors into short-term gamblers. It replaces analysis with addiction. You stop studying projects and start chasing hype. You don't ask, what problem does this token solve? You ask, what's the next coin going to pump? You're not investing in innovation anymore. You're investing in emotion. And the people selling you those emotions, they know exactly what they're doing. They use words like next generation, revolutionary, massive potential, and you believe them because you want to. But every time you buy because of hype, remember this: someone smarter, quieter, and calmer is already selling to you. At the core of FOMO is something deeper than greed. It's the human fear of being left behind. We see others winning and we feel like we're losing. We see someone making 10 times their money and suddenly our steady growth feels small, boring, even shameful. That's not rational investing. That's comparison poisoning. You're not comparing portfolios anymore. You're comparing identities. You start to feel like if you miss this one opportunity, you'll never make it. But that's a lie. In crypto, there's always another opportunity. The real winners are not those who jump first. They're the ones who last longest. Yet FOMO blinds us to that. It makes us think the window is closing, when in reality, patience is the window. Breaking free from FOMO isn't about finding the right coin. It's about mastering your mind. You have to become immune to hype. You have to build your own conviction, not borrow someone else's confidence. That means researching before reacting. It means waiting when everyone else is rushing. It means understanding that sometimes the smartest move in crypto is to do nothing. Because the longer you've been in this market, the more you realize that it always rewards patience and punishes panic. The people who buy out of excitement almost always sell out of fear. But those who buy out of conviction, they hold through storms. They don't need constant reassurance because their decisions come from analysis, not emotion. FOMO investing is predictable, painfully predictable. Every hype cycle starts the same way and ends the same way. The promises get bigger, the influencers get louder, and retail investors get slaughtered. History doesn't just rhyme. In crypto, it repeats almost word for word. The early believers make the money, the latecomers fund the dream, the market crashes, and everyone blames the scam project. But the real enemy wasn't the project, it was the psychology, the emotional rush that made you believe you were missing something, the illusion that everyone else was getting rich except you. That illusion is what feeds the machine. So the next time you see a token skyrocketing, the next time your feed is filled with moon emojis, screenshots, and don't miss out warnings, take a breath. Ask yourself, am I buying the project or am I buying the emotion? Because that one question could be the difference between being a winner and becoming just another story of regret. The truth is, patience isn't boring, it's power. The people who win in crypto aren't the ones who move fast, they're the ones who move smart. They wait, they learn, they plan, and they never let emotion make their choices. The dangerous truth about FOMO investing isn't that it makes people lose money, it's that it makes them forget how to think. And in a world where emotion moves markets, the calm mind is the ultimate edge. And if this video made you stop for a second and think, if it opened your eyes to how deep the FOMO trap really goes, then don't just scroll away. Hit that like button right now so this message reaches more people before they fall into the same cycle. Tap subscribe and turn on the bell because we're just getting started. I've got more real, unfiltered breakdowns coming that most channels are too afraid to talk about. And tell me in the comments, have you ever FOMO'd into a project and regretted it later? Or did you catch yourself before it was too late? I read every single comment, and your story might help someone else avoid the same mistake. So drop your experience below, subscribe if you want the truth over hype, and remember, in crypto, your calm mind is your greatest weapon.